the Kings of Wrestling take over. Jared Hall and Nash really take control. How about the threats, the physical threats to Mike Miller and Keith Mitchell in the production truck? That's gone way too far.
Oh, they've done it here at the table. They've already got the boys in the back. Now the people in the truck. They're just trying to send a message. They're trying to scare everybody. Mike, people have got to stand up to these guys. They've got to stand up to them.
That last tag team matchup, America's Most Wanted, and the NYC just thrown out by the referee, ruled a no contest. Not much else you can do with the involvement of the Kings of Wrestling.
And then you saw what they did. They just threw AMW to the walls. That's when they beat them down. They throw them in the cage. And that Triple X worked them over. They're just sick what we're watching here today.
And here comes Scott D'Amore's troops. Team Canada set for tag team action on Impact. Have you noticed that Scott D'Amore is not quite as cocky? He's not quite as confident anymore as he used to be? Item 1, Team Canada no longer the NWA World Tag Team Champions. 3 Live Crew have the belt. Item 2, maybe more importantly, X Division Champion. Team Canada Captain Petey Williams, I think, has finally met his match. December 5, Turning Point pay-per-view. Chris Sabin, the #1 contender, gets the title.
After what happened last week, Mike, you know Scott D'Amore's worried. Like you mentioned, he no longer has all the gold that he used to have with the tag team champions. He also saw Chris Sabin with an unbelievable counter to the Canadian Destroyer. That's got to have him worried for December 5th. And we talked about Chris Sabin, 2-time X Division champion, looking for a 3rd belt. Nobody in the history of TNA has held the X Division belt longer than Chris Sabin.
We told the backstory last week on this broadcast, and I think it really has such an impact and such a bearing on the matchup at Turning Point. And that is that Sabin and Petey Williams, well, they both went to the same wrestling school. They both were from the same graduating class. Who would know Petey Williams better than Chris Sabin, the #1 contender?
And look at this dude. You got Chris Sabin standing out here watching at ringside. And wait a minute.
Check this out. There you see the Kings of Wrestling, Jared Hall and Nash.
Hey, where's that package?
How can these guys even do their work in there?
Where's that package? Now they're producing and directing the show as well?
Oh, this is just going too far. As I was trying to say before they rudely interrupted us there in the truck, Chris Sabin standing out here watching this match. I think he's trying to get in the head, and you can see Petey Williams keeps motioning to Sabin. But there's Chris Sabin up on the top of that ramp.
Bob, after what we saw last week, I think that Chris Sabin is already in the head of Petey Williams. Petey Williams knows, as well as the world knows, that Sabin has the counter to the Canadian Destroyer.
Oh, nice move right there by Mikey Batch, and you can see Sabin looking on. He's studying every single move that Petey Williams does. He doesn't want any surprises on December 5th. And Jarrell Park right now in there with the master Bobby Roode, but you can see Jarrell Park is on fire.
Plus Jarrell Park and Mikey Batch, several big-time upset wins here on Impact. Watch Jarrell Park, twisting move into the pin attempt. Oh, Bobby Roode there to break it up and make the save.
I'll tell you what, Bobby Roode, nice save, but Mikey Batch doesn't even miss a beat. He comes right in there swinging, but the strength, I think, of Bobby Roode could be too much for him. And there it is, he just tosses him out like a rag doll.
What a wild Impact show this has been. We've got the arrival of the 2 limos already here. Curious to find out who's in the limousines. You see Bobby Roode set off into the ropes. Now watch Petey Williams back to the offensive. And they're pointing now at Sabin. Is he going to go for it?
Oh, and you see Petey Williams hit that Canadian Destroyer on Jarrell Park. And did for Jarrell Park.
Oh, yeah, that sick flip pile driver connects. Team Canada gets the win. And you know how upset Petey Williams is about being shown up last week here by this man, Chris Sabin.
Oh, look at him. And he's letting him know, I've got your counter. Look at Petey. He's pointing up. He wants Sabin. D'Amore trying to get some control over him. But the emotions are running high, and Petey's calling him into the ring.
And that's what D'Amore's all about. Control. Being in charge of Team Canada. Williams.
There goes Sabin.
Here comes Sabin. Sabin into the ring.
Oh, you know he wants every bit of Petey. And Petey right now just doesn't know what to do with Sabin. Sabin's got so much confidence.
He was going to go for the cradle shot, but it was reversed. Look at this. He did it again. He blocked it again. He countered the Canadian Destroyer and answered with the cradle shot. Sabin did it again.
Unbelievable. He's countered it twice. Countered it twice.
Sabin gets the title shot at Turning Point December 5. With
Another limo?
That's a third limo that's arrived at the impact zone. Oh, Hall, Nash, and Jarrett, they're going to be PO'd that we're airing these shots. Kings of Wrestling can't